Have you ever felt completely overwhelmed by life? Like no matter what you do, the weight of the world is pressing down on you? So you're not alone. That's exactly why Daniel Howell wrote, "You Will Get Through This Night." A brutally honest, deeply personal, and incredibly practical guide to navigating mental health struggles. This isn't just another self-help book filled with generic advice. It's a survival manual for anyone who has ever battled anxiety, depression, or simply felt lost in their own mind. And today, I'm going to give you an honest, no-filter review of this book. What works, what doesn't, and whether it's really worth your time. Stick with me till the end because you might just find the one thing that changes your perspective on mental health forever. Let's start with why this book stands out. Daniel Howell, known for his humor and raw honesty, isn't just writing from a place of theory, he's lived it. As someone who has publicly spoken about his struggles with depression and anxiety, he doesn't sugarcoat anything. And that's what makes this book so different. He takes you through 3 phases: surviving the night, the next day, and the future. Each section is designed to meet you where you are, whether you're in the middle of a mental health crisis or simply trying to build a healthier mindset for the long term. Now, let's talk about the first section, surviving the night. This part is incredibly powerful because it addresses what many self-help books don't: what to do in the exact moment when everything feels unbearable. Howell doesn't just throw cliches at you like, "Just think positive," or "It'll get better." Instead, he gives you small, manageable steps that you can take in the darkest hours. Things like grounding exercises, breathing techniques, and ways to challenge the thoughts that are spiraling out of control. I remember a night when my thoughts were racing, my heart pounding in my chest, and nothing seemed to make sense. Reading this section felt like a lifeline, someone telling me, "It's okay, this moment will pass. Just focus on what you can do right now." What really stood out to me was how he emphasizes that it's okay to not have all the answers in the moment. Sometimes survival is enough, and that message alone can be life-changing for someone struggling. Moving on to the second section, the next day. This is where Howell shifts the focus from immediate survival to what happens when you wake up the next morning. Because let's be real, getting through a rough night is one thing, but facing the day ahead can feel just as daunting. Here, he introduces strategies for creating small routines, managing anxiety triggers, and setting realistic expectations for yourself. One thing I personally found incredibly helpful was his emphasis on self-compassion. So many of us beat ourselves up for not being productive enough or not getting over our struggles fast enough. I remember waking up after a tough night, feeling guilty that I wasn't immediately ready to take on the world. But Howell reminds us that healing isn't a straight line, and taking things one step at a time is the best approach. There was a time when I thought I had to have everything figured out immediately, but this book taught me that progress is progress, no matter how small. And then we have the final section, the future. This part is all about long-term mental health management, things like therapy, medication, support systems, and building resilience. Howell doesn't pretend that one book can fix everything, and that's what makes this section so powerful. He acknowledges that mental health is an ongoing journey, and he provides tools to help you navigate it. One of the most profound takeaways for me was his discussion on letting go of shame. So many people avoid seeking help because they feel weak or broken. But Howell flips that narrative and shows that asking for help is actually a sign of strength. I remember the first time I reached out for help, I was terrified. But looking back, it was the best decision I ever made. This book reassures you that seeking help isn't just okay, it's necessary. Now let's talk about the writing style. This book is refreshingly easy to read. Howell's humor and relatable tone make even the heaviest topics feel approachable. He's not preaching or acting like he has all the answers. He's just sharing what has worked for him and what experts recommend. It feels like having a deep, honest conversation with a friend who truly understands what you're going through. I remember laughing at some of his jokes even while reading about serious topics, and that balance of humor and depth made this book feel truly unique. But no book is perfect, right? So what are the downsides? If you're someone who prefers a super-structured, step-by-step guide with strict action plans, this book might feel a bit too conversational for you. Some readers might also find certain sections a bit repetitive. But honestly, given the nature of the topic, I think that repetition can actually be helpful. Sometimes we need to hear things more than once for them to truly sink in. So, is You Will Get Through This Night worth reading? Absolutely. Whether you're struggling with mental health yourself, supporting someone who is, or simply looking for a better understanding of how to navigate difficult emotions, this book offers something valuable. It's raw, it's real, and most importantly, it's hopeful. If you've read this book, let me know in the comments what resonated with you the most. And if you haven't, do you think it's something you'd pick up? Remember, mental health is just as important as physical health, and you are never alone in this journey. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more honest book reviews and deep dives into life-changing reads. Stay strong, and remember, you will get through this night.